This comes as public schools move one step closer to getting a major funding boost from the state. The Texas Senate goes back into session at noon, where it could give final approval to an $8.5 billion funding package. It did get preliminary approval last night. And our Natalie Haddad looks at what districts would get.
Today could be the day that Texas House and Senate lawmakers make good on their promise to pass public school funding. It is $8.5 billion on the line. House Bill 2 is what we are talking about. It received preliminary approval in the Senate yesterday, but today we are expected to see it pass the Senate completely and head back to the House. But it will do so with some changes. Here's what we know is in it: a $55 increase to the basic allotment. That's money given per student. Then $4.2 billion of that will be set aside for teacher pay raises, $500 million for other employees. And now we know that additional funding for special education, educator training, early childhood learning, and staff salaries also included in that. Now, critics argue that the funding bill still falls short, calling it crumbs compared to what public schools truly need, especially after years without meaningful increases. But supporters of the bill say that it is both historic and exciting. Representative Jeff Leach from Collin County says while the House and Senate started with different ideas on how to fund public schools, they've now come together to deliver significantly more funding than first proposed.
We're investing into programs that are proven to work and that we're supporting our schools all across the state. And so I think that's what you're going to see from this package. And we'll see whether it goes far enough. And if not, then we'll come back in 2 years and we'll continue to double down on these investments on behalf of our public school children.
So here's what happens next. Should House Bill 2 get the final approval from the Senate, it will then go to the House, where the House will then have to check off on the changes that the Senate made to the bill. Should it all be checked off, then the bill will go to Governor Greg Abbott's desk, where he will then sign it into law. In Plano, I'm Natalie Haddad. I'll send it back to you.